What is going on, good people of YouTube? It's me, Chavez, back with another Prize Picks video for you. Today's Thursday, April 27th, 2023. We got one game going on in the NBA today, but nonetheless, we're still talking about player props over on Prize Picks. As always, I hope this video finds you all doing well and in good spirits. We'll kick things off with a quick recap over yesterday's plays. I also have one bankroll management tip for you, as well as a mistake to avoid and some Discord server news updates. So if you like the way that sounds, stick around, drop a like, drop a sub, click the notification icon to be notified of all upcoming content and videos from me and my channel. And without further delay, let's jump into those plays from yesterday. All right, 2-1 in our video plays yesterday, but 4-1 overall when we include those two Malik Monk props we talked about as well. So let's start with Jalen Brunson, who did not come through for us yesterday. Woo, man, that was so tilting. 0.8 away from going over his 38.5 fantasy score prop. Man, that was just very, very tough to accept yesterday. In the same game, we had Donovan Mitchell commit 3 turnovers, and that's exactly what we needed from him. So he goes over his 2.5 turnover prop. Brook Lopez over 15.5 points, ends the game with 18. And then last game of the night, we have Malik Monk. We talked about Malik Monk yesterday in terms of his point prop at 15.5. I thought that was a great spot. Got bumped up to 16.5 when it was released over on Prize Picks. I liked it, didn't love it as much, but I did really like his field goal attempts. I left a comment in the comment section of yesterday's video, pinned it to the top to let you all know about that as well. So finishes the day with 14 field goal attempts, scores well over 16.5 points. So comes through for you on both of those props. If you tailed any of his props, was probably a good night for you. So overall, 4-1 on the day, and also a 10x a power play slip yesterday. I'm going to transition into that, and not to talk about the exact winnings, but as you can see from the screenshot, it was a $500 profit for me from this 4-pick power using one of Malik Monk's props. Now, I'm sharing this with you today to go over a mistake to avoid and giving you one tip. So my first tip is withdraw the money fast. Within 24 hours of you having a winning night, withdraw your money. Best believe after this video is done, I will be withdrawing my share of this. So roughly in that 80 to 85% of my winnings will be withdrawn, leaving whatever is left to be played with on Prize Picks. So that's, my tip number one. Mistakes to avoid. So after a winning day, winning night, it is very, very common and very easy to play on emotion. So you're emotionally high, you're coming off this great win, and you want to take that money and you want to start putting it on player props all over the place. You're putting it on tennis, CSGO, all these props that you see on the board. You're like thinking, I can't lose, or it's house money, it's free money, it's okay if I lose a little bit of it. It's not okay if you lose a little bit, and it's not house money, it's your money, you earned it. So take the majority of that money, put it into your real account, and then play with whatever's left in your Prize Picks account. Do not play off emotions, and especially do not play off emotions on a limited slate like today, where we only have one game going on in the NBA. There will be better days. There will be better slates for you. I promise. Wait until tomorrow. Wait until next week, or wait until the weekend to use some of those profits and not burn it all on a one-game slate. So bankroll management tip, and some mistakes to avoid with your winnings if you had a very profitable day yesterday over on Prize Picks. So yeah, let's really quickly talk about some Discord server news. So not a whole lot to update, aside from that we will now have a Discord server, which is a pretty big deal for me, because I really don't know what I'm doing with this, but it's been so heavily demanded by you all, and it's really pushed me and challenged me to do something different and to come out of my comfort zone a little bit. So thank you all so much for helping me get that. But honestly, it's just a place where I want to create a nice, good vibe community where we can share slips, picks, support each other. More news to come in terms of more news to come in terms of links, where to find the Discord. That will be put into the description in tomorrow's video. So be on the lookout. New Discord server coming to you tomorrow. Pretty excited about that. So, all right, Now, with all that being said and out of the way, let us jump into 2 player props that I like for today. All right, so looking at the board, it's very limited. Like I mentioned earlier, do not get crazy on a 1-game slate. So here are my 2 player props for today. I'm playing extremely light today. Jason Tatum over free throws made and Trae Young over 1.5 blocks and steals. Let's start with Trae Young, 1.5 blocks and steals here. Looking at his 5-game log, we can see that he's gone over this in 5 straight games in this series, averaging 2.2 per game. Now, this is the exact same information that you are going to find over on props.cash. There are no splits for Trae Young with this one. Doesn't matter if he's in Boston or Atlanta. Doesn't matter if DeJounte Murray's in or out the lineup. He's going to get his hands on some turnovers. He's going to make it a little difficult for the backcourt in Boston. Now, one thing that I did uncover when looking into some stats here is the Boston backcourt that consists of Smart, White, and Brogdon have combined for 10 total turnovers in the 5 games in this series. That's 2 turnovers between those 3 players a game. That's exactly what we need from Trae Young today. And it is a prime matchup for Trae Young, who is going to be in front of his home crowd. This is a very real thing. Game 6, I don't think many Atlanta Hawks fans saw a game 6 in this series, and here you are. So I expect a very, very energetic, crazy environment in Atlanta, and I think Trae Young comes out with tons of energy, and I think he gets this done for us in the first half. Now, let's move over to Jason Tatum's 6 free throws made. Now, with Jason Tatum here, there are some massive, massive splits to talk about. We're going to head on over to props.cash for this one, and I'll break this one down. All right. Over on props.cash, we're scrolling down some free throws attempted for Jason Tatum. Now look at this. So first 2 games of the series in Boston, attempted only 2 free throws in 2 games. That's 1 per game. Goes 2 for 2. Atlanta, 21 free throw attempts, 18 made. Back to Boston, 2 free throw attempts, 2 made. So at home, he's giving you 4 free throws made on 4 free throw attempts. In Atlanta, 21 attempted, 18 made. These are some massive splits here. I'm willing to put this in a slip, a 2-pick power slip. Willing to put both of these in a 2-pick power slip. I like what I'm seeing here for Jason Tatum. Now, something that's not being shown in these stats is just the circumstances of this game. So, like I mentioned before, Boston kind of has their back against the wall. They cannot lose this game. I mean, technically they can lose the game, but they can't afford to lose this game. They can't afford a 7-game series with the Hawks, with the 76ers being rested for like a week now, with Embiid getting healthier and stronger every day. That's bad. So they need to wrap this series up. If they lose this game and this game goes back to Boston for game 7, it is unforgivable. And if they happen to lose this series, it is unforgivable. It would be the biggest collapse in NBA history. Maybe that's an exaggeration, but for me, it'd be a massive collapse. So with all that being said, I expect a more aggressive, a better version of Jason Tatum in today's game compared to what we saw in the last game. A Jason Tatum that is going to drive, create contact, get to the line early and often, and knock down his shots. That's what I'm feeling. That's the logic I'm putting into this. That's the narrative I'm creating here to support this prop. Give me the over. Jason Tatum, 6 free throws made. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today's quick video. 2 player props we talked about over Jason Tatum free throws made, over 1.5 blocks and steals for Trae Young. Drop a comment below, letting me know what you think about these 2 plays and what do you think about this very limited Prizepicks board. Who do you have your eyes on? As always, thank you all so much for your continued support, the likes, the subs, and all the comments. Obviously, it's helping this channel get a bit bigger every single day, as we have already surpassed 4,000 subs and on our way to hitting 5,000 subs. Thank you all so much. Very, very quick. Tomorrow, Flex Friday, 6-pick flex giveaway. We're rolling it back out there, like I mentioned, for hitting 4,000 subs. I'm taking your suggestions. I'll put something in the community tab. Be sure to get your player suggestions in there early. I'm taking the first 6 that are on the board. If we get enough, I might even do two 6-pick flexes to try to fit as many of your suggestions in there. And should any of those slips hit, profits go right back to you in a giveaway or a drawing. So be on the lookout for more news about that. Best of luck to you all today. Be careful out there. Don't spend all your damn money on a 1-game slate. And until tomorrow's NBA player prop prize picks video, Chavez is